Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Our rain from overnight is over with, and you can see the clouds still streaming to the east. And you can also see a lot of leftover clouds out to the west. However, there are breaks developing to the south, and we're seeing it now over the Delmarva Peninsula up into Delaware, and also kind of poking its nose into southern Pennsylvania and Maryland. We are going to slowly improve today. It's a mixed kind of day as far as the temperatures are concerned. I'm trying to see if I can get this high temperature map to work, and apparently it's not. But the idea is that if you are basically, I'm going to add limit here for you. So if you're running, say, north and east of this line, you're probably going to have a tough time getting out of the 60s. And if you're in southern New England, you're probably going to have southeastern New England, you're going to have a tough time getting out of the low 60s. However, just go to the other direction where there will be increasing amounts of sun as that drier air starts to filter in. We're looking at temperatures south of the line I just drew here. This will be getting up to about 80 or so, or even into the low 80s, and there'll be 70s in between. This is a transition day. That's probably the best way to look at it as we transition over to the hot weather that is coming. So why don't I run through the high temperatures. Now tomorrow we talked about the fact that we're going to be dealing with a south-southeast wind tomorrow. So that comes straight out from off the ocean. And as a result, we're going to have temperatures that are going to have a problem rising along coastal areas. We'll probably see highs. You can see southeastern New England in the 70s, Long Island in the 70s, coastal New Jersey in the 70s, and maybe right on the beaches it will be in the 60s. But just inland, New York City, 80, for example. Then go down to Trenton, 85. Philadelphia, 87. 90 for a high tomorrow in Harrisburg. Probably we'll see some temperatures around or over 90 in south central Pennsylvania down into Maryland and northeastern Virginia. Saturday and now Sunday look like the two hot days because the next cold front is going to just be slower in getting here. So even the coastal areas on Saturday, and this is due to the fact that the wind is going to be more south-southwest or even southwest, which cuts off the flow off the ocean. Look at these highs across Massachusetts. Middle 90s, 93 in Boston, Worcester 94, Springfield 97, Hartford 97 for a forecast high, 92 in New York City, 97 in Trenton, Philadelphia 96. Mid 90s will be quite common. The dew points are going to be coming up, though. This is a little unusual for May because usually when it's hot this time of year, your dew points are on the low side. But because we have that south-southeast wind tomorrow, bringing in some moisture at the low levels of the atmosphere, it's going to be with dew points into the low 60s. We're going to be uncomfortable. And Sunday, because the next cold front is going to be slower in arriving, another day where temperatures will be just a shade lower, but we will still make it up into the low 90s in many locations. And I'm thinking right now that thunderstorms will not be a problem during the day side on Sunday. If we get anything, it would be Sunday night and more inland than anything else. Meanwhile, still a little bit of rain left over southeastern New England and eastern Long Island. You can see it here on the radar as of 11:45 Eastern Time, but that's all dwindling away. Also seeing some rain, heavier rain in upstate New York and parts of Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont. The rest of the East Coast is absolutely quiet, just beautiful here up and down the eastern seaboard. We're seeing some showers and thunderstorms moving across southern Missouri, also through northern Iowa and up into parts of North Dakota. And the Storm Prediction Center for today, their risk area is outlined two areas. Enhanced risk up in parts of Wisconsin, Iowa, and Minnesota. We're looking at a slight risk from central Missouri, east-southeast across the lower Ohio Valley, and then into eastern Tennessee and North Carolina. For tomorrow, we're looking at a slight risk of severe weather from Michigan down to northeast Missouri, another small area in north central Texas, south central Oklahoma. And then as we head to the next time frame, which is Saturday into Sunday, still well to the west here, western New York, western Maine, western New York, across northwestern Ohio, southeastern Michigan, southwestward down into Texas. And at the moment, the Storm Prediction Center doesn't have any risk indicated in their long range, which would cover the Sunday to Monday time frame. But again, I think the day side is going to be fine. Rainfall amounts generally not that much coming up in the next 7 days from southeastern New England down into northern Virginia, basically under a quarter of an inch in most places. You start to get into the southeast, it picks up to about an inch. Picks up even more in Florida, a lot more in Texas into northwest Louisiana, southwestern Arkansas, and then arcing up to inch-and-a-half rains all the way up into southern Michigan. The southwest is still dry, still some showery rains, and even some snow in the colder areas up in the northwest. So here's our area for today. This was from earlier today. Just a quick run of the weather models here, and you'll see that really it's nothing but high pressure off the East Coast that we're going to have to contend with. Just want to get it back a little bit further. There we go. And tonight we'll start to see that wind bend around to the south-southeast. And during the day tomorrow, not much going on weather-wise. You can see the shower and thunderstorm activity in Iowa and over into Wisconsin on Saturday. We're going to be under all that heat with that high off the southeast coast. And then Sunday, this is Sunday evening at 8 p.m. There are a couple of showers and storms in upstate New York and in western Pennsylvania, but I don't think they're going to make it during the day side. The cold front that is approaching, we've been talking about the fact that it's probably going, because it's slowing down, it's probably going to get hung up briefly on Monday, and that is going to perhaps bring in a period of rain during the day on Monday, and we'll bring it up to here. There it goes. Now, the GFS does a little bit more with this than the European does. The European really doesn't show any much and basically suppresses this to our south, so that's a possibility. Then it's dry weather Tuesday into Wednesday, and the next chance after that probably coming later Thursday as another cold front arrives, and then we go into the Memorial Day holiday weekend, which we will talk about tonight on the Joe and Joe Weather Show at 7:30 Eastern Time. So we hope to see you then. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon and get ready to turn on the air conditioners for the next few days, especially if you're away from the coast.